Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Inside the Ant Farm.
Hey, we're old enough to drink now. This is 21.
The big 2-1. So I think we will. Actually, this is our first sponsored podcast.
It is.
The beer we're drinking is called Terrible, or Terrible, maybe. It's by a brewery called Unibrow, a Canadian brewery. So we got this from Arel Moody.
Thanks, Arel.
Good
smells
friend
delicious.
Good friend of the podcast.
Gross.
It tastes even better.
Yum.
That's very nice.
It's like a weird, burn at the end almost. I don't know.
It is an ale. It says a ale with spices, and it's bottle brewed too, which means that anyone else getting this, it'll taste a little different because it's bottle fermented, not bottle brewed.
I know. I know all about it.
Because he makes his own beer.
By the way, you see this sweet beer? It's going to stay on for the next couple weeks because of we've officially joined the Warrior Dash, July 27th, in Windham, New York.
I'll be Miguel the Beardless,
and I'm going to grow a sweet beard. So we're doing it for charity too.
So far, you're not close, but okay.
It's doing pretty good so far, I think. It's better than you, Mr. No Beard. I can't grow a beard. I can't even grow one.
On, maybe.
It's impossible for me to grow one. We'll draw like a Fing Fang Foom type thing. Maybe.
I wear purple pants.
Okay, I'm holding to it.
I'm a dragon.
We're doing this for St. Jude's.
I think we should try and mention Fing Fang Foom every podcast now. Just because.
We can end it with Fing Fang Foom.
Okay. That can be our sign off. That'll be something. Yeah, so we're doing it for St. Jude's charity. We could maybe put a link in the comments.
We will. The site's pretty much done, but I'll keep working on it. And if there's anything you want to add, let me know too.
Yeah, and just make sure when you click on it, donate to the Miguel link because who cares about him?
Well,
it all goes to charity, right?
I think we talked about this last week. We're trying to think of some Kickstarter stuff. We haven't thought about it yet, but we're going to work on that this week. Where, if you give $20 to do something, if you give $100, he'll come to your house and striptease for you, and do muscle flexing. Or he'll rip his shirt off to the Hulk Hogan "I Am a Real American" song. I am a real American.
This one is kind of tight right now.
You're ripping your Green Day Human Being shirt. But yeah, how was your week up to now?
It's been okay. It's I worked on stage, which is always a good time. Some good people there. The second to last show, Good People, just ended.
Good People. Speaking of good people, she said there were some good people there.
Well, Chrissy was there. She came to visit.
Yeah, she said she was going to come visit.
She came up for her sister's graduation, and she stopped in.
Yeah, she said on Saturday, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get over there, but I'll try to visit tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, no worries." I was busy anyway, but I
know you were a loser, whatever.
You know what, though? Not busy anymore because the kids are gone. Summertime!
The kids aren't all
yes. Right. Summertime.
Today we had 3 people come to the dining center, and I think they were lost, maybe. I don't... There's supposed to be 70 people on campus for Maymester with meal plans, but...
They were Sawyer? Well, Maymester just started, so...
I know, that's what we said.
So maybe they get Maymester food? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if you rewind this, I just said it was Maymester.
Yeah. They just started because I had to tell somebody. Somebody's like, "Oh, we're moving in today." I'm like, "No, you're not. It's graduation day." And they move in on graduation. I'm like, that's horrible timing.
Because everyone else doesn't move out.
It's horrible timing.
I'm moving out.
Yeah, so summer's coming up on Wednesday. Hopefully I will officially be into intro to metalsmithing. I get paid on Wednesday, so that's what I'm going to pay.
Intro to metalsmithing. Do you get to are you using a blowtorch and stuff like that? And,
you remember that scene in The Hobbit when he's got the 2 hammers just going... That's what I'm going to do.
You remember that scene in Steel where he was making the steel?
Cool like you. Yeah, I'm going to make a whole steel outfit. Actually, that's my final exam.
That should be your... if you don't... you've heard this first in the podcast. If he doesn't have a steel outfit...
I'm going to have it... No.
He's a liar.
I'm going to do a Dr. Doom mask. That's what I'm going to do.
And you're going to melt grass at your face, basically?
Probably. Yeah, but... what do I need this for anyway? But except I got to make sure the beard can come out. It's for.
But we'll just do a half mask or something. Because it's hard to talk through slats anyway.
Yeah, but I like the teeth thing. I got to do that.
Well, you need to replace your teeth anyway. So there you go.
Like metal teeth.
Yeah, like Jaw style.
I gotta be like that.
Jaws style.
Other than that, I'm going down to visit Mom and Nick and Dad.
Did you call it for Mother's Day?
I didn't, but that's all right.
Wow. Weak sauce. Did you get her anything for Mother's Day?
I'm taking her to see Star Trek next weekend.
Oh, so no.
She's not. Does she watch? If she does, she's gonna know her surprise now. But Nick already knows. Nick probably already told her.
Because she definitely mentioned that to me when I talked to her yesterday.
I'm glad. I hope she wants to go because I want to bring her. And Jess is gracious enough to take one for the team and hang out with Aiden.
Oh,
and
just
not
like that.
go watch it then. But we'll definitely watch it afterwards. So. No, I'm almost totally sure I'm gonna want to watch it again anyway. So it's gonna be all right. You know. But yeah, it should be good. What do you got on your list? You had like a million things on your list. So let's see what you got.
I see. There's just some fun TV news.
Okay.
First off, are you caught up on Community yet?
Yes.
The last episode. What did you think of it?
You know what? I thought it did this and it came right back up, and I was like, I was pretty happy with where the season ended.
See, I felt it was like this, and then went because that last episode was they finally got 13 episodes. They finally understood what the show was about.
Well, and you could tell it missed Dan Harmon. But this thing has been going on. The one thing I won't spoil it if you haven't watched, but this one thing has been going on throughout. Kind of they like feather it into every episode almost, or like every other episode.
Kind of, yeah, not really.
It's called The Darkest Timeline. I can tell you that part, I guess, because
it's mostly from last season with
Harmon. They
used
it
Harmon.
correctly. They used it and they used it correctly, and it was a good episode. It was really well done.
Speaking of Dan Harmon, did you hear the rumor that they might be bringing Dan Harmon back?
I did.
For the 5th season.
I did. That's just a rumor, though.
Please do this.
In theory, it sounds
now.
great. In theory, it sounds great, but Dan Harmon
do this.
Had issues with them. Obviously, they
had issues with Dan Harmon. They made him leave.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, he left for a reason, and it wasn't just because of Chevy Chase.
No, well, he admits that it was mostly because of Chevy Chase. Like he says,
but there's probably other reasons too.
But the thing is, if you listen to his podcast, he talks about Community way too much. Like he definitely misses Community, and I feel like he would come back.
It was his baby.
He's also, but the thing is, he's notoriously late at like writing scripts and things. He's notoriously late at getting in treatments, and so that could be a thing that's like a strike against him kind of thing. Plus, they're not going to pay him what they paid him before to bring him back if they do.
But they might need to.
Community has been renewed.
It's the only thing that got renewed on NBC. I mean, NBC was hurting. Like they canceled the freaking Rock Center with Brian Williams. They canceled everything.
I didn't hear about that.
Everything. They canceled everything. Like every comedy that was new got canceled. Smash got canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Well, have you seen like 1600 Penn? Oh my God. That was
what the first episodes?
That was an abomination.
I was like, come on, we could do this, guys. We could do this. And
he's like, I'm a funny fat guy.
Like,
hey,
I'm fat and loud, and I always do the wrong thing, but somehow it ends up right.
Ends up right. My dad's Phil Pullman. Yay! Like, no, this is terrible. It was a shit show. We're gonna say shit show. Make it explicit podcast, people.
Now it's not safe for work anymore. It's not safe for work. It was
horrible. Me and Jamie tried to watch a couple episodes because
can I sing my astronaut song now? That's not.
I'm a motherfucking astronaut. Whoa! It's copyrighted though. It's on YouTube, so don't try and use this. Yeah, it was. It's crazy, and I really hope they bring him back. Dan Harmon is the character I want back on the show.
Speaking of bringing stuff back.
24.
24. What? They're going to bring back 24.
Yeah, because they're like Kiefer Sutherland is waffling currently.
Well, basically, every time I watch Touch, all I can see is Jack Bauer.
His little son's walking around.
And then when he doesn't,
dare it!
When he doesn't beat people up, it annoys the shit out of me. I'm like, beat people up!
I like how they specifically
choke somebody out.
They specifically made him different because like when he gets in conversations, he's like, "Oh, I can't fight.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Punch in the face."
It's like I don't want to do that. Damn it! I mean, darn it!
Darn this! I got a kid here. I can't be swearing all the time.
Oh man, come on.
But hey, why not, right?
I watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes of Touch, and I was like,
But Buckley made a funny joke on Facebook. He said, hopefully Kim gets eaten by a cougar. I said, well, Kim probably is about a cougar at this point. It's been so long since they had the show on the air.
Eliza Dushku's still looking good, though.
And also Elijah Cuthbert, who is the person.
Same thing, right? I don't want to get them all mixed up. I get all my lines
talent actresses are all the same. January Jones, we're looking at you. Seriously,
we're looking at you. We're not looking at you anymore.
Terrible.
You know, the best thing she's done is still Mad Men, though. It's
because
unbelievable.
Because when you sit among gods, they uplift you. You know, like he's John Hamm. But by the way, do you know that John Slattery, Roger, he was in a Syracuse stage show. He's
I
in
heard about
Jonas
that.
in the Night. There's a picture of him. I was like, what? Yeah. So he was at Syracuse stage, people. Humble beginnings for a great actor.
For a hero. He's a hero among actors.
Hey, it was him and Sam Waterston in that production, by the way.
It's me, Steve. I still talk like this.
I'm gonna talk. Like, I don't know why my head's shaking
why don't you calm it down there? It's me, John Slattery.
Give me an old Spanish.
Do you know, if you've ever noticed, most of my impressions end or begin with me saying the person's name I'm trying to be the impression of. It's me, John Slattery.
Yeah. That's my Michael Clark Duncan impression.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
So better than mine, man.
God rest his soul.
God rest him in soul. Okay, so speaking of God rest his soul, bad segue. Have you played the Fuse demo yet?
No, I haven't.
I sent you a little invite on the PlayStation Network.
Did you? I didn't even check it out. I'll check it out.
What a loser! Don't even like
most of the time I'm on the PlayStation now. I'm watching Backyard.
Well, because when you're you can actually play multiplayer in the demo.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
cool.
it's multiplayer. Because there's 4 characters. There's like the big brawny leader guy. Like I'm the leader, and you've heard my voice in places. I think he might be the guy that plays Varric in Dragon Age 2. I think it might be the same voice actor.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale does one of the characters.
I heard about that.
There's a black guy, and there's also a crazy redhead. Like, oh wow, manic pixie girl.
Here's some tropes. Yeah.
But
Troptopia.
the gameplay is actually kind of fun. Like each person gets a different weapon set, but they all have a special fuse weapon, and the fuse weapon does a certain thing. Like one guy has the black guy has a crossbow that makes explosive.
What about the big guy? Because that's who I'm going to be.
The big guy he's a tank through and through. So the only thing his big fuse weapon is a shield that it can like knock people backwards, but it usually just sits there and shields people. But they get regular guns too, so like you can switch to like a regular gun and shoot people, but then you put that shield up and you can walk around like towards people and hit them with the shield.
So actually, I would like that. I just like.
But the thing is that the
fuse
fuse weapons you have to find ammo for them, and they.
I need ammo for a shield?
No, well that's the thing because it makes a shield out of
like a power shield or something.
And a fuse.
Okay. So I need fuse energy.
Well, because obviously they can't give you unlimited ammo for a shield. That'd be crazy.
Because I'd pop everyone in the face.
You just go through and them all.
One for you. One for you.
Well, like and the redhead's gun, she can like shoot people, and then like it encases them in like this fuse, and so like they're like stuck in there. You can shatter them and kill them. The black guy said he has explosive arrows that do a lot of like increasing the amounts of damage, and the other chick has stealth, and she has the one that if you shoot someone enough, it makes a black hole, like a singularity. And so but you can shoot a bunch of people. So like if someone's singularity goes off and they're next to someone else that you shot, then their singularity also goes off, and you can like make a chain reaction of this giant singularity.
And then you luckily don't get sucked in by this.
Yeah, just the bad guys.
Always in the game, the singularity problem.
Because I actually did it to a guy that was right next to me, and he was like, and died, and I was fine. But the only thing is that like you can't really take a lot of hits, so like you really have to use cover. But there's some like one of the fights in the demo is this boss battle where you fight these 2 dudes in giant mech suits, and that was fun. It was crazy because like this one guy with the flamethrower was like chasing me around in like a flamethrower suit. And so I'm shooting the other guy, and you're bored by this one.
I'm just tired.
You're like, well, whatever, man. And the other guy has like a Gatling gun arm, and he keeps throwing these turrets out. So like I killed the one guy with the Gatling gun arm. He drops his Gatling gun arm, and you can pick it up and use it.
Oh, cool!
And I was like, this is awesome. So like I'm just walking around like, and like the fire guard's like, I'm gonna come and get you, and I was like, I'm gonna come and get you, pal. Let's go. Game on.
Go move.
Yeah, and it sounds
like fun.
It's pretty fun. The only thing that was bad is the cover mechanic is a little warped, at least in the demo. Hopefully they can streamline it a little bit. Like I kept getting up and I'm trying to stay in cover, and I'm like, I'm gonna pop my head up when guys are aiming at me.
These damn third-person shooters. There's a lot of them that come out now that the cover system sucks.
Yeah, I mean it's not horrible, but it definitely is a learning curve.
I'm like, really, that should be one of the biggest things in any kind of one of these shooters is using an effective cover system, because that's what you do if you were shooting a gun. You need to duck behind stuff sometimes. You could just run people. Oh, you got shot 19 times.
Another bad thing too is that besides the redheads' guns, the other people's guns, they're like alternate weapons, don't feel as useful as the fused weapon, like even close. Okay. Like the redhead girl, like she can like freeze people if you shoot them enough. You have to shoot them a lot of times first before it freezes them. But she also has a sniper rifle, so then you can switch the sniper rifle and shatter them, or you can have someone else shatter them. And the sniper rifle is nice because you get, there's a lot of points where they have snipers, at least in the demo where they have the snipers.
Pick them up.
But like other people, like the guy with the shield, until the shield runs out, there's no reason to not use that shield because you can just literally just walk up to shield and just,
that's what I would do.
And back him up and kill him with the shield. But then then he's like, "This is gonna run out now. You gotta get in cover." And you're like, "What?" And then you're dead because they shoot the crap out of you. But what's also cool is that you can pick up members and things. So like if you go down to your AI members will come over, but AI is not that smart. Like I kept having to save in the boss battle with the two mech suit dudes. I kept having to go save people because they're just like, I'm gonna run up to this guy in a giant mech suit. Yeah.
Is it better or worse than Defiance AI? I mean,
well, I mean,
Defiance AI is pretty terrible.
But you don't have to save.
My guys are always dead. They're always just crawling on the ground towards me. And then they keep crawling, and I'm like, I'm trying to run and shoot, and he's like crawling towards me.
Well, the thing with Defiance guys, though, is they can crawl forever, whereas your team members, if they die, they die. Yeah. You lose. You have to restart, which sucks. Because I was like, whatever, someone else get him. I'm trying to kill these people, and then like, you lose. And I'm like, what? What did I lose?
That's what I do.
Your friend died. Who? What the fuck?
I'm letting Arena crawl around the ground for...
Yeah, but also they did the same crawl, and you do that crawl, you get knocked down, so you're like...
I'm letting her crawl. Like, you just crawl while I'm shooting this guy with a grenade launcher. You just keep crawling, okay? I'll pick you up at the end.
What's funny is they'll crawl, like, in Defiance, they'll crawl, like, around your legs.
Yeah. They're like, just keep crawling.
Like, what are you doing? Like, pick me up, please. So, like, they're pulling on your pants leg. Like
go away. I'm trying to kill this guy.
There's someone trying to murder me as well.
I can't stop right now, okay?
No, but yeah, it's about that. It's about the same thing. There's a lot more stuff you can do in that, and at least in my opinion, and it's very like, you know, unlike Defiance, which is an open world kind of thing. This is very like on rails, not on rails, but like small arenas. There's a lot of load points where like you're like, oh, I'm going through this vent, now I have to load to the next screen. You're like, okay, I got it. But they have a cool like upgrade system, and like you can. It seems like it's pretty diverse. Like you can. You know, with one person you can either give them a lot of health, or you can give them like a lot of gun damage, or in between that. So it's not like you're stuck in one spot with even though like there's definitely like certain characters, like the redhead is a healer. She has her grenades, or she's just like a healing grenade kind of thing that she drops.
Grenade.
And she also does the control things where she freezes people. And the big guy's definitely a tank. He can take the most damage. He has the shield they can put up to block other people that they can shoot through, but you can't get shot through. And like, you know, and the chick that Jennifer Hale plays is like the rogue. She can go stealth if she wants to, but uses up her ammo and her special gun, and it's like so.
And she has femship abilities, hopefully.
She does have the accent, like the Silvari accent. If you play Guild Wars 2. She's like, oh, it's kind of English, but you know, but it's Jennifer Hale's voice. Definitely, it's like friendship if she was from England. You're like, okay, I get it. And like the first mission goes, you're like trying to get her dad back or something, and of course they keep getting away, and you have to keep chasing them. And but it looks like it could be a fun game. The characters seem very nuanced. The one that seemed the most bland, but that's because they didn't really show much for him, was the black guy. Like the big dude, he seemed like he was surly, and like he's a leader, but he kind of didn't want to be a leader. And the redhead was like kind of a little bit crazy, you know. And then
most redheads are.
The femshep chick was kind of like snooty and stuck up, but she was also good at her job, kind of thing. So, but the black guy didn't really talk that much. And I think what he did, it was
this is like a full review of the
racist. Game. Yeah, no, it's a demo. It was a good demo.
So what do you rate it then?
I would give it
a
demo out of demo. It's demo.
Demo.
Okay, so let's move on. I've spent enough time on Fuse, but I did like it. That's why I want you to try. Just try and play it.
I'll
try and play it.
Out. Let's go to movies. I have a couple things on here that I want to talk about. Have you heard the rumor about who Joss Whedon wants to play the Scarlet Witch?
Not who he wants to play, but who is based on.
Who is based on? Yeah,
it's Cersei Ronan, of course.
Yeah,
the recent star of The Host.
She's the host. Yeah,
we didn't set that up, by the way. We just knew. We both knew. I like that. I like that. Yeah,
But
Saoirse Ronan. That's who
And
he's
you know
basing
what?
the part
I like
on.
that. I really like. I mean, I watched The Host. The movie was a dog turd. It wasn't a hot bag garbage. It wasn't that bad, but I'd say low mediocre at best. It was.
I was gonna say, did you make up a rating there?
No.
Just dog
No,
turds?
no. It was a turd. It was a great concept written by a shitty writer. That's what it
You
was.
mean Stephanie Myers?
Stephanie Myers.
The writer of the Twilight series?
Was, yeah. And you know what? They tried to do something with it. There's not much they could have done with it. I hope there's not a sequel to it. That's all I can say about that. But there's only one book out so far. They're doing another book for it, though. There's another book coming out for it.
Of course it is.
But it is what it is. But I thought she was good in it, and she has like this, like she's very nuanced. She's quirky. She's one of those quirky actors that.
Well, she's been in like artsy indie films too.
Yeah.
Like I think The Whale Rider was something she was in, maybe, or she's been in a bunch of
I
random stuff like that. I think she was Hana. I think in Hana, wasn't she?
She was in that.
Yeah,
yes.
she was Hana, which was amazing. If you haven't seen Hana, watch Hana.
Yeah,
Very good
she's in
movie.
that, yes. But
You want to see a little girl beating the crap out of people and killing them, and also Eric Bana? Go for it.
and also Eric Bana.
Eric Bana's
and also
There's their assassin.
also a throwaway Hulk.
Also throwaway.
Throwaway Hulk.
That's how we'll know
Throwaway
him
Hulk.
from now on.
Um.
Not Fing Fang Foom though. That's different. He has purple pants as well.
By the way, that we can either end it with that or we can end it with do a barrel roll because that's what I want to do with.
Only if Nolan North says
Fox,
it.
do a barrel roll.
Only if Nolan North says it. That's how you know he's a fan of nerds, though, because he said that. And he's like, I don't know what that's
He's a
from,
hero.
but I've heard people
He's
say
a
it
hero
before.
among nerds.
Yeah, I'm like, you go for it. Nolan North.
But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I like the Scarlet Witch's character is very complicated because it's very hard in the comic books for anybody. Like everybody thinks, oh, she does probabilities. That sounds stupid. What is she doing?
Well,
math?
because originally she was like a witch, like supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
But then they changed it to make it more, to update a little
Well,
more.
they're basically trying to say, hey, if she was a witch, why would she be like what? How would a witch work? And so they kind of did like a mathematical, scientific way of this is how a witch.
But
would
Matt,
work.
do you know which other Marvel character has probability powers?
I know which one.
Well, not currently, but she did have them. Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
She used to have probability.
I'll say, what did Rogue have some?
No,
Maybe she touched
she
someone.
might have
She touched
sucked it
someone.
out of somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, that they actually they wanted them both to be European too, but not German for some reason. They want them to be like English, I guess, or like have English accents possibly. Is one another rumor that I heard.
Right.
And the listing for Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch's brother, who's also going to be in the movie, it was like Euro-looking, like angular-faced man or something like that.
That's what Quicksilver
Young
is.
man.
Quicksilver is like an angular face.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That also
It's
makes sense.
it's so I was like, okay, well at least they're paying attention to stuff. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like how Joss Whedon is kind of like overseeing this whole thing, the
Well,
whole process too, because it's a good thing.
That's what he does. Yeah, and that's why
That's
he
what
makes good stuff.
You can tell he
because-
punched up parts of Iron, like he had a little bit of hand in Iron Man 3 as well. Like you could actually see a little bit of it in there, even though you can tell he wasn't like heavy-handed with it. You can tell he was. Just
No,
like,
I can't.
Okay,
That's
we
why,
need to keep this like.
That's
this.
why I can't wait for Agent 2. We'll talk about that in a second. Because I got one more movie thing that you're gonna love. You're gonna love it.
What?
Did you see the first look of Paul Giamatti as the Rhino?
I did. I told you about that. Did I know you said on the podcast.
No, you said something about the
the
stunt
stunt man.
double guy.
Yeah, that's
This
what he
is-
looks like. He looks the same thing.
But it showed the actual
Yeah.
look of him.
And he's like got the line across his head.
Yeah, he's got the red line across his head.
in the car driving.
And it went. Why?
I've abandoned all hope.
You know, I was one of the people that
Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man is my hell.
I was trying to give Paul Giamatti. We're watching that, by the way. We have to rate that movie.
You're paying for the ticket because I'm not.
No, we
I
have to
can't-
rate that. I paid for your last ticket.
That's what I'm saying. You're paying for
You're
that
a
ticket.
jerk.
I'll pay for a different movie, but you're paying for that one.
But we.
The only way I'll see
but
that.
I had hope for it. You were like, no, Paul Giamatti, whatever. But I was like, no, I want to see what they do. And then I'm looking at this picture. I'm like,
Man, he's a Russian mobster. They grounded it. It's like the Dark Knight now, you know? He's down to earth, okay? He's not a big dude.
if they attempt to compare
He's a
Batman to
crazy Russian
Spider-Man,
mobster.
I will find those people and I will kill those people.
Guess what happens when Spider-Man faces a Russian mobster? He wins. He's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. What's a Russian mobster?
Spider-Man.
I'll shoot a gun at you. Oh, I
Spider-Man.
dodged it because I'm
He does
Spider-Man.
whatever a spider can.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Build a web any size. He eats radioactive flies. Right there.
For the record, I'm predicting they're gonna make the Rhino kill Gwen Stacy in this one. He's gonna kidnap Gwen Stacy because they're gonna find out his identity and they're gonna kidnap Gwen Stacy, and that's spoiler alert for.
And then the Rhino is like his main villain. What? I don't.
No, because he also has. Who's the other villain?
Because Green Goblin was his main villain because of this bullshit. That's why, because he killed his girlfriend.
Like, I just don't care about this anymore.
You're watching it, so
like I said, if you pay for it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna owe me.
It'll be for the podcast.
Watch it 3D too.
Like, I'm doing this for the podcast.
Paul Giamatti's face in 3D.
Like, it was like.
And then I did this thing.
Like, did you really fart? What's going on with you? Like, there was such a weird photo they sent, and he's like all greasy looking. I'm like, okay, so he's a greasy.
Better or worse though than the Electro photo?
I think worse because it's actually Paul Giamatti's face mostly.
Yeah, like Paul Giamatti is ugly. He's not like a. He's not gonna be a.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, why? What?
He never played Ray Charles. That's for sure.
He did not. That's like how far that man's fallen, though. How far he's fallen.
He's no Willie Beeman, let's say.
Willie Beeman.
They played,
lightning streaming from his fingers.
They played the speech that Al Pacino does at halftime on one of like some car commercial the other day. I was like, I want to watch the movie again. Any given Sunday, guys, watch that movie. We'll put a link to it up here.
I didn't put any links in the last one. I should have.
What? I pointed to it. You didn't put a link there.
Footage. It's found footage. Okay, that was going to be a little different. I want this to be different.
All right. We forgot to call it found footage, by the way.
No, I put it in the comments.
Okay.
I put it in the comments. I'm all over it.
Because
I remembered later that it was supposed to be called found footage. Because I actually found the Troll Hunter one, which I'm going to post if I can re-find it because I lost it. But if I re-find it, I will post it.
That's our Buttermilk 5 episode. We'll call that.
No, we won't call it that.
What?
That's gonna be our this next show. Shut up, dude. Don't ruin it for the kids out there watching. What else did I write on here?
Yeah, you do all you know. I think
New pilots is gonna be what we do next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do some pilot trailer type things where we'll do a trending trailers episode with some new pilots. If you didn't hear
Fox
already,
shows, not an NBC shows.
If you didn't hear, Fox,
good.
NBC,
like fun.
Especially NBC wiped their damn slate.
No, Fox did too. They scorched the earth.
Yeah, they scorched the earth. Well, yeah. NBC.
Well, NBC doesn't have a choice.
I'm not sure what show is left on NBC at this point.
Community.
They have Community
and maybe Hannibal. Because they still haven't renewed or denied it, even though they're supposed to do it by last Friday.
What other show is still on NBC? Saturday Night Live is still on, I guess.
Yeah, they haven't got rid of the Tonight Show yet. That's going to have Jimmy Fallon hosting it soon. Seth Meyers has been confirmed.
I also hope they murder Jay Leno on the last show. That's just my
Hey, why are the people... Oh, no,
hey,
please don't!
Dead.
My cars! Yeah, but I can't even think of one. They got rid of Go On, Matt, with Matthew Perry. Sorry.
I don't know how. I don't know how that show...
I know it was your personal favorite, Go On.
I don't know how that show made it past 2 episodes.
No, The Voice is still around.
I watched The Voice.
The reality shows.
The
reality shows are still there.
They're gonna have 5 nights a week of The Voice.
And I think that one Betty White show that no one watches is still around because Betty White's like, I'll work for a song.
The Sing Off is coming back in the fall, like late fall, I think, November. I want to say. I'm pretty excited. I love the Sing Off.
Me too.
You love the Pentatonics. You like them. You've listened to the Pentatonics. They won the Sing Off last time, so there you go. I personally like its acapella groups.
I hope they go again and win again and keep winning.
I think you'd like it because Nick Lachey's on it. He's like one of your favorite singers.
Nick Lachey? Yeah, I like Nick Lachey. He's one of my favorites.
He's one of your favorites.
Did he like marry some pop star or something? I don't know. Who cares?
Vanessa Manillo.
That's sad that you know that.
Huh? Extra.
You should go to trivia night on Mondays at Phoebe's.
I should.
People keep asking me to go to it, and I'm like...
Team School for Ants, we're going.
I'll go if you go.
People
keep asking me to go.
People
keep asking us to go. Keep asking me to go, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Like, how do you get in a group and get up there?
You go.
As
long as you show up, as long as you show up, you're in a group.
And then you have to or you just write down your answers.
I don't know. I think you have to buzzer or something.
Because
there are like 5 teams, I guess.
17 buzzers. What?
There's usually 5 to 7 teams, according to what people were telling me. And I was like, okay. And Ben played last time.
I own Jeopardy, so
Well, Matt, then maybe you should play trivia.
Like, I actually won.
That's actually
Jeopardy.
just so if there's anyone from Syracuse who want to see if they're watching this, and they'll call me on this bullshit later, but they probably won't. And I'll be like, "Well, you don't watch my podcast then, because you obviously didn't see that."
Dick. How many people do you need on a team?
I don't know, but they had like
Hey, Buckley, come on up.
5 or
We're
something.
gonna do this. You're gonna come with us. We're gonna get some free wings or like cheap wings, delicious cheap
What's it,
wings.
Phoebe's? There's no.
Oh, you said Phoebe's. Oh, I thought you said.
Phoebe's.
Oh, I thought you said Never mind. We're gonna find something.
We're all
to eat
gonna
there.
wear hipster
It
hats.
might be coffee. I already have my hipster hat. I'm good.
Yeah, you do. Sadly,
This is the only hat I wear now. I think I have male pattern baldness from the side of this.
you probably do actually.
Like Dad used to with the right around there.
Okay.
Also, just a little caveat for Music May. I'm gonna
May.
post some. We did a little practice. Like recorded some songs. I'm gonna post at least one of the songs from our practice today. So
He's gonna post 3 of the songs.
enjoy.
I guarantee it. If not, then you can blame him. Been called out now. 3 songs.
Some of them might not be good. I don't know. Some of them sucked.
Listen to all.
We didn't. We
Let me
weren't.
know.
That's what this practice. We sucked. Some.
We never saw it.
Well, if not, I'll put one of the songs I recorded. I'll make you listen to how
He's
to
gonna
Save
post them
a
on the podcast right here, where my 3 fingers are. I hate your guts.
One here.
Okay.
One here. One here.
Okay. So this is an important thing.
Okay, let's go.
An important bullet
go.
on my list. Chrissy said that she has a friend who is looking for non-paid performances
Lower.
here
okay.
in Syracuse.
Okay.
I told her to send me the
Is her
information.
friend Megan Ayers from Shopping Town? Because she's looking for non-paid.
I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, she was telling me about it. And I was like, send me the information, and so I'm gonna get on her about that. That was one of the things we talked about in the 5 minutes.
We're like, we should start a not-for-profit organization at this point.
hey, we can send.
Nobody wants to pay us.
You know what? See, man, you get these non-paid gigs, and then we become superstars.
We'll give you a Dunkin' Donuts card. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Because we're definitely in this for the money. Just like podcasting, there's a lot of money there, right?
If we get sponsors, you should tell Arel.
We have one sponsor at
You
least.
should tell Arel to sponsor
Terrible.
our page somehow. This is delicious.
Terrible.
The last one.
That's okay. Go for it.
I think you should tell Arel to sponsor our podcast. He's like a baller now, isn't he?
He does well for himself.
I like that bottle. It's pretty.
I'm letting Jamie keep it. I'm like, we're gonna put the heel of the meadness, if you want.
Okay.
Not terrible, by the way. It's
That's very tasty.
wine.
Yeah. I like it. It's tasty.
Good.
Maybe it scared
It's like
somebody.
a barley wine quality.
It would
to
scare like Keys. He would not drink that. Or he'd not like it.
Yeah, it actually is very barley wine because it's very high in alcohol.
Yeah,
Although you can't really
my
taste
lips
it.
are a little numb already.
It's nice though. Yeah, just be careful driving home, big guy. Okay.
I'm always careful. Jackie always okay.
I think we're good. I think this is a good podcast.
All right.
Unless you got anything else.
I don't have anything else. Next week though, we'll do the trending show trailers. If anyone wants us to talk about a show, put it in the notes.
Yeah, or just talk to us in person. We're cool with that too because we do know a lot of personally we know a lot of our listeners. Which
Yeah,
is nice.
and share us if you can on your page, please. Like us.
No, please, just do it.
Follow us on
I like the
YouTube.
Rolling Stones.
And follow me on SoundCloud. I'm starting to put more stuff on SoundCloud. I'm going to put one of those songs up from SoundCloud.
I gotta get on
so
SoundCloud.
Get on SoundCloud. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Like I said, that Superman song alone was awesome. If you haven't heard the Man of Steel, they just put the new Man of Steel theme suite out
Yes, very good.
on SoundCloud. It was
Look, if you go to
Wow.
SoundCloud, look that up. Just type in Man of Steel and it should come up.
and then you go,
'Cause
yes,
it is very
YES. No Brandon Ralph. Get out of here.
Nice slow build.
Hey, Brandon Ralph, take a hike because it's going to be good now. Thanks.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I'm excited.
What do you think of Superman's costume, by the way?
I like it.
The no undies. He's wearing
shiny.
no undies. It's like
Well,
kind of like fractal
Because
looking.
who would wear the?
It looks kind of like the new 52 look.
Yeah, no. Who would wear undies in nowadays? Like, who would? I'm gonna put underwear on my pants. That's a good idea.
Okay, so let me give you a little before we go. Little mythos about Superman. The costume is not. He doesn't just wear the. It's not just because he wants to wear underwear over his pants. He's going for the circus strongman look. Originally, he didn't have the cape
Yeah,
either.
which doesn't make any sense nowadays. That's what I'm saying.
And it doesn't,
Makes
but
no
it's part of
sense.
the lore. It's part of the lore. He's like, I'm a circus strongman.
He should have done the Jack LaLanne pose with like the shoulders and the V body, you know. But
But yeah, they don't need that anymore. I like the new
They
outfit.
don't need it anymore.
I want to see where they go because it's they're basically doing part of an origin story. So it's like, where are you going with this?
Well, for the origin story, I like that Zod is their first villain. Zod is I think he's an appropriate villain for this.
Another thing I want to see is how they deal with him as Clark Kent. Because especially if he's looking like he's got a beard or something, or whatever.
Well, they got the guy from Dancing with Wolves to be his dad, so that's kind of cool.
It's like, yeah, it's me, Kevin Costner. I do almost nothing anymore. It's like, no, I'm also Clark Kent.
I was in Tin Cup.
That's probably the last thing you saw me in. No, that
I was in
Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks.
I was in Swing Boat. Swing Boat, I think, was the last movie he did. I can remember it.
No, we saw Swing Boat. Mr. Brooks, though, with Dane Cook. Come on.
That was a decent movie. I like Mr. Brooks.
Exactly, that's why I brought it up.
Beer's gone. Everybody who's 21, drink with us, okay?
We love you.
By the way, if you are not drinking with this podcast, that's kind of the whole point of it. So when you start the podcast, you're
unless you're underage. If you're over 21,
yeah, even if you are, don't have to tell anyone.
But try the beers we have. Some of these are really good, and we'll let you know if
I
they're
don't know
bad.
where you get that beer.
The donut ale is bad.
The
donut ale is not good. In retrospect, the donut ale we had last week.
I was alright with that. It wasn't horrible, but
I was not a big fan.
But hey, thanks for showing up. Do a barrel, and
Think, thank, boom.
Think, thank, boom. That's
Yeah.
right.
Good night, everybody.